So what if somebody comes up with a digital currency a year from now, 2 years from now, that is so much better than Bitcoin? It does everything Bitcoin does better, faster, cheaper. And everybody wants that new one. And now nobody wants Bitcoin. So it's worthless, right? Nobody wants it anymore because somebody came up with a better mousetrap. So what if somebody comes up with a digital currency a year from now, 2 years from now, that is so much better than Bitcoin? It does everything Bitcoin does better, faster, cheaper. And everybody wants that new one. And now nobody wants Bitcoin. So it's worthless, right? Nobody wants it anymore because somebody came up with a better mousetrap.
Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. And I think this question sums up everything that we're going to be discussing in this video. What if there is something great than Bitcoin? What happens if everybody realizes that Kaspa is an improved version of Bitcoin? What if everybody realizes that Kaspa is everything that Bitcoin was aimed to be, or what Bitcoin wishes it would have been? So this is not the first person we've had talk about this question. This is not the first time we're hearing someone raise concerns about how Bitcoin has changed from its original mission and currently being as a store of value, and how that really downgrades its potential. So we saw this from Jack Dorsey, who is the former CEO of Twitter before it rebranded to X. So Jack Dorsey really raised something really concerning. He said, if Bitcoin only becomes a store of value, if it is not used for everyday transactions, then Bitcoin is considered a failure. So to his perspective, he says that if Bitcoin is not used in everyday transactions, then Bitcoin is going to be considered a failure. Now this person again comes with a very good question that most Bitcoin maxis don't want to hear. And I believe that most of the Bitcoin maxis are going to be in the comment section down below saying, you know, this is not going to happen, blah, blah, blah. But for the people who know exactly what Kaspa is, I think Kaspa is the biggest threat to every type of blockchain, to every type of network. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And if people could just sit and realize and try to analyze what Kaspa is doing, I think they would take really good notes from Kaspa. But the problem with the crypto industry, everyone wants to look better. Everyone wants to promote their own project, and they want to look better than the other project. Now, what Kaspa did and what the co-developing team really did is that it took a lot of research, almost a decade of research before launching Kaspa. So there was a lot of work, a lot of research that was done before coming up with this currency, Kaspa. Now, it is not something that happened overnight like most projects do. You know, the founder just wakes up the day after tomorrow, then he creates a network. Then after 2 days, you have VC pumping, you know, the coin. And after some time, then they dump the coin and then the protocol is dead. But what happened with Kaspa is they decided to take the hard way, you know, the hard route. Research everything that is going on. Research Bitcoin. What makes Bitcoin better? What could be improved? They researched what happened with Ethereum, how they went wrong about their decisions, and this made them create a proper network. What happens if everybody now realizes that Kaspa is better than Bitcoin? What happens when everybody realizes, okay, we have a better network, better that can handle transactions, that can be used in day-to-day activities, that everything can be built on this network? What happens? Are people going to shift to the network and leave Bitcoin alone? Are people now going to, you know, dump all of the Bitcoin and now invest into Kaspa? I believe that there can be coexistence of both. Kaspa is not here to take over and not here to kill Bitcoin. Kaspa is not here to kill other blockchains. All of the blockchains can coexist, but I know exactly that Kaspa is going to become dominant in this crypto industry because Kaspa is going to provide the standard for a good crypto. A good crypto should be in a certain way. A good crypto should be decentralized. A good crypto should be secure. A good crypto should be scalable. and Kaspa achieves everything. Now there's other features that really makes Kaspa special, not only the trilemma solving. There's a lot more features that we're going to see coming on into Kaspa. We have smart contracts, which are really unique. People thought, okay, Kaspa is really decentralized, proof of work, and blah blah blah, but it cannot handle smart contracts. But this is getting proven wrong day by day, because we're seeing a lot of projects, a lot of layer tools that support or can verify smart contracts come and build on Kaspa. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What happens when everybody realizes that Kaspa is a better network than Bitcoin? Currently, we are seeing people ignore Kaspa. Most people are ignoring Kaspa. That's why I believe we are so early into this Kaspa. We are so much early. And when people realize that Kaspa is the next big thing, I think it is going to be really expensive. You hear me talking about the price of $10 and people get fearful. They are afraid to even talk about the price of $10. Like, it's not even allowed for people in the Kaspa community to put these crazy price predictions. But I'll say Kaspa is going to $10, $20, $100, however I want, because some people in the Bitcoin community can really have the audacity and have the confidence to say that Bitcoin is going to 13 million. Now, if someone in 2013 said that Bitcoin is going to 13 million, they would have sounded really crazy. So I say that Kaspa might even go to $10, $100, even more. Because if you think about the magnitude of what Kaspa is going to accomplish, I think the sky is only the limit. There's a lot of room for Kaspa to grow. Now, I don't base my conviction, I don't base on the price appreciation. This is going to be the result, as I said in the previous videos. Everything that you see on the charts, everything that you see, the price bumps that you see, they are a result of a good protocol, a good network. If people are building on the Kaspa network, if more development comes on the Kaspa network, if the Kaspa gets used in everyday transactions, if Kaspa gets adopted by institutions, by normal people, by every company, by a lot of people, then you're going to see the price of Kaspa really appreciate. But if it doesn't get that kind of success, you're going to see the Kaspa currency or the Kaspa coin, the price of it really stagnate. So everything that I say, I just look at what is happening in the ecosystem, and that really makes me base my price decisions. Now, everybody can have their own price targets, and some people really ask me, like, you talk about $10, when is it going to reach $10? I think it's going to reach $10, but it's not going to happen this bull run. Go from nothing to $3. So maybe it would happen because this is crypto, but my price expectations is very much long term. I think about this in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. It's however time it takes. I think I'm ready to be willing to hold into this Kaspa. So whether you are into Kaspa for the short time, whether into Kaspa for the long term, I believe that Kaspa is the best project, and whether it gets to that price targets that we have in 5 years, in the 1 year, in 2 months, it doesn't matter, because what makes me excited is what is getting built on Kaspa. So this is what makes me excited, and whether it takes 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I just don't care, because I know exactly Kaspa is going to get there. And as you can see, everything in the Kaspa ecosystem, every kind of development, every kind of new feature, every kind of upgrade really takes a lot of time. And that is a very good sign, because you know exactly that they are not in any type of rush. There's no need to rush. And ecosystems and protocols that make products in a rush, they just try to release in order to keep up with the markets, are those ecosystems that really fail. And once you see an ecosystem or a protocol, a network really try to chase the trend, they really try to get or to be relevant to the current market conditions, then you realize that something is wrong. But for Kaspa, before 2025, when everybody thought January 1 we're going to start pumping, people were so much annoyed because Kaspa had not, we were expecting 10 blocks per second. Kaspa still has no smart contracts, and it was the time when everyone thinks, okay, we are getting into the bull run without Binance, without Coinbase, without 10 blocks per second, without smart contracts. Like, what kind of bull run is going to, what kind of bull run is going to happen for Kaspa. So people are so disappointed, and some of them really sold Kaspa for some meme coins, and others swapped Kaspa for other cryptocurrencies. But as you can see, things did not turn out very well for the people who quit on Kaspa. And currently, I think they still have an opportunity to come back. And I think most of us have learned a lesson. If the market does not move the way you want, the market does not move like how I say or anybody else says. Everything else is just noise. Just focus on the fundamentals. If the project or if the network is really building, if there's a lot of development, you're going to see a lot of good price appreciation in the end. So everything really ties back, or everything really depends on how patient you are, how you're willing to endure the uncertainty in these markets. So the market is going to reward the people who are patient, and not only being patient. You have to be positioned in the proper projects. If you're patient but invested in a meme coin, you won't see any kind of returns. But if you're patient in invested into the right cryptocurrency, for example, Kaspa, I think you're going to see a lot of reward. So this is not financial advice. This is solely my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I believe what I believe because I've done my own research, and I think you should do your own research before deciding to listen to anybody. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Is Kaspa going to really flip a Bitcoin? And what happens if everybody realizes, okay, we have an improved version of Bitcoin? Is everybody going to quit on Bitcoin and move on into Kaspa? I just want to know exactly what you think. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps videos get spread to a lot of people, and it really helps spread the word about Kaspa to as many people as we need. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode. Take care.